Good evening, everyone. Thank you for allowing me to speak tonight. Sorry I cannot be there in person. I'm actually here in Girona, Spain, doing my final few weeks of training before my last race in Abu Dhabi. I wanted to talk tonight about my journey through sport and my experience as a woman, female professional athlete. I think my perspective or my pathway has been very lucky and privileged, and I realize that's not the case for everyone, but I'm grateful for the journey that I've had because I think it shows like what's possible when limitations are not placed on young female athletes. I think growing up in Bermuda, I did every sport, but I gravitated to triathlon and running and swimming. And I was never told no. I was never told you cannot, you shouldn't, you won't be able to. These limitations were not put on place. I was always empowered and enabled. If I wanted to do this race or that race or say crazy things like I want to go win an Olympic gold medal or world championships, my parents or coaches were never like, no, you can't do that because you're a girl, or you're a girl and you're from Bermuda, from a small place. Like, that's just not possible. That was never the narrative told to me. And at the time, I just was kind of going along with it, doing every sport, taking on every opportunity. But now that I think back to it, of how, lucky I was that I could just keep pursuing sport and take the opportunities that came my way, which has allowed me to become the athlete I am, compete at the level I do compete at, and have the platform that I have. And I was reminded of that this weekend, racing at home in Bermuda. I think it was really powerful, or I hope it was really powerful, for young girls to stand on the sidelines and see the women's event as the star event. If you've noticed, the crowd came out way more for the women than they did for the men. And we were the spectacle. And I think it was even more empowering that they saw a Bermudian woman leading the race and really being the star of the race, if I can say that about myself. And I think that's really important and really powerful. And I hope that we can have more of those moments in Bermuda so that, young girls can see this firsthand. Because I think seeing it firsthand makes it really realistic and really that it's possible. I'm lucky that in triathlon, the particular bit of triathlon that I do, that men and women are equal. If you watched the triathlon, you would have seen that we had our two separate races. We raced the same distance, same prize money, same media exposure, same TV exposure, and that's really great. And it really allows the men and women to feel like equals. A lot of the men stayed around and watched our race and even commented on like how incredible it was, and that incredible to see the crowd, the performances, just the everything I think that came along with that day, and that's really important. So I'm incredibly grateful for those that surrounded me at a young age. My parents, I could think of like someone like Steve Burgess, Neil Sinqua. They were there and allowed me to pursue this dream, which is important. And again, I realize that's not everyone's pathway, but I guess I feel like, my story or my pathway is a little bit of hope of what's possible if we keep breaking down these barriers and allowing young girls to pursue their dreams.